What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be making better than sex cake, and I will be using the store-bought box cake mix. I could have did this homemade, but the recipe that I seen on TikTok was an actual box cake, so I just wanted to make this, and maybe some of you guys who want to try it can use the box. I know sometimes making stuff from scratch can be a little annoying, so again, this is a box cake recipe. I got the devil food chocolate cake mix. I'm going to start by pouring that in a bowl. Again, I'm following all the instructions for the cake from the box. You can twist it up if you want to, but this cake is just as good when you follow the recipe from the box. Now make sure you get all the mix out. This devil's food chocolate cake is pretty good, man. It has a lot of flavor to it. If you don't like the devil's food, you can go with the regular chocolate cake. I've even seen it with a yellow cake. You can try that as well. It's all depending on your preference. But we'll get started by cracking 3 eggs. Make sure you don't get any shells in. If you do, you can use the egg to pick out the shell. Now we're going to pour some water in. Again, the ingredients are on the box, so whichever brand you use, follow that ingredient list. Then we'll go with some vegetable oil. Pour that in, and then we're going to get our whisk. Just whisk it up well. If you have a powered whisker, you can use that. But this will do right here. Again, you just want to make sure you whisk until everything is combined. This cake right here, this is a super sweet cake. If you like sweets, you'll love this cake for sure. Make sure you get that all good. Looking good, looking good. Now we're going to get a pan. I'm using a 13 by 9 inch pan. We're going to butter that up. If you have some of the Pam spray, you can use that as well. That probably works better, but I didn't have any, so I'm going with the butter. You want to get every edge you can. Now we're going to go and pour in the chocolate cake mixture. And then after that, you just want to make sure you hit it a couple times, make sure it's all balanced, and get everything out. If you have a spatula or whatever you use, get that. Make sure that all the mixture is added into the pan. And then here I go shaking it. Now we're about to go into the oven at 325 for 30 minutes. It's a very simple recipe. It's definitely something like if you want to try with your partner, with your kids, or whoever, definitely give this one a try. All right, so yeah, right here we're about to get ready and go in with the sweetened condensed milk and caramel. I use the sea salt caramel. I just want the salt to bring out a little more flavor into this. And then the sweetened condensed milk. I mean, these two combined is a crazy mixture. We'll get started by pouring the caramel sauce in first. Get every bit of that sauce out. You'll need it all. This caramel sauce is amazing. I got this from Rouse. Next we'll go in with the sweetened condensed milk. The flavor, you can smell this already, and I haven't even mixed it yet. Caramel and sweetened condensed milk, I would have never thought that was a good combination, but you probably could put this mixture on a couple things. Maybe like some sweet pancakes or something, like anything dessert-wise. Now we're gonna go in and mix this. Whisk it real good. Caramel is thick, so you want to make sure the caramel and the sweetened condensed milk gel together well. I mean, this part right here is very important for the cake. Again, we'll be poking holes in the cake and pouring this on top, so it's important you get all the flavors combined well. As I mix this together, I mean, the kitchen smelled way too good. I had to get a taste of it, and it was amazing, man. But again, very sweet, so if you don't like sweet, stay away from it. Now we're done with that. The cake is done baking. Cake looks amazing. Now, if you have a wooden spoon, that'd probably be the best thing to use, but I didn't have one. This thing right here was able to give me big enough holes to poke into the cake so that I could pour some of that mixture on top. The mixture is important, again, like I said. It'll make the cake stay super moist. You'll definitely want to put this in the refrigerator after it's done, though. It tastes way better. I mean, you can eat it fresh out the oven. Once everything all comes together in the refrigerator, this cake is amazing. It'll hold its moisture because of the sweet condensed milk and caramel mixture. So here we go. We're pouring the mixture on top. Make sure I can get into most of the holes. And after that, you'll be rubbing it in with a spatula anyways, but the pour really isn't important, but you do want every hole to be filled. This cake is next level. You have to try this cake. And again, I use the box recipe because I know most people don't like to cook things from scratch. And honestly, again, I could have made this recipe from scratch, but the TikTok recipe called for a box, and I was actually glad to have that. I just wanted to be transparent with y'all as far as like homemade cooking or using any box ingredients like pasta. I'm for sure using box pasta. Like, I'm not making pasta from scratch no time soon. But anyways, now we got all the caramel on top. We let that cool down for a little bit. Then we'll get the Cool Whip out. If you want to make that from scratch, be my guest. But I went and got the store-bought Cool Whip. It tastes just as amazing. Then we're going to lather that on. The Cool Whip is going to be able to hold the candy pieces that we have. So we're going to cover most of this cake up with this Cool Whip. You really want to cover all the holes as well. You can't have the candy seep through, but the candies are way better on top. Every bite is like a layer cake almost, and every bite is just amazing. So yeah, cover the cake with the Cool Whip. There we go. This cake is looking good. It's coming along well. It's relatively easy to make too. Now, again, if you were making a from scratch cake, it'd be a little more difficult for most people, but this one, try it. You can have a lot of fun with it. You can almost make your own little twist. And for the candy, I mean, you can choose whichever candy you like, but any chocolate candy with toffee works well with this. So the Scores chocolate bar or the Heath bar are two of the main candy bars. I have the Score bar. If you want more candy topping, you can buy more than 2 pieces of chocolate, but 2 is fine for me. I think it covered it enough. Again, if you like this candy bar more, you could put about 3 or 4 bars on there and just give it nice rough chops. Then we're going to sprinkle that on top. Just look how this cake is coming together well. You got the candy, you got the cake, you got the sweet condensed milk and caramel mixture and the Cool Whip. Again, if there was a sweet meter, this would be on a 10 out of 10. This cake is crazy, man. Make sure you get a glass of milk or something on the side as well. Definitely be prepared to have a food coma. You can check my description for the TikTok app that I use, and then yeah, just go ahead and follow that, or you can look on YouTube for whichever one you like. Now we're gonna cut into this cake. It's time for me to taste it. A lot of people have been telling me that I should do like a review of me eating whatever it is that I'm cooking. All right, so first bite, man. People have been telling me you should try the food after you make it. So again, I'm gonna try this cake. It's called Better Than Sex Cake. It's super sweet. If your sweet tolerance isn't high, don't try it. But if you can tolerate it, definitely get this one a shot. And it's the box recipe, so it's not that hard to make. Magical.
Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. Don't it, Willie?
Yeah, boy. Hey, mama.
What the hell you want with?
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and drop a comment down below what you think of this recipe. Also comment down if you want me to try a certain recipe that you like, whether it's desserts or dinner or breakfast. Comment that down below.